So anyway, yes, it conquered the world where a giant carrot takes over the world. Trust me, it'll be lovely. So Lee Van Cleef, Peter Graves, and Beverly Garland star in this doozy. Yeah, I think I did. The Wizarding World thing. I think we talked about it once, and I did it. Right. American International, always good pictures. Just let me know if the movie's too loud too. Do not adjust your television. We are controlling the vertical. I beat Resident Evil 4 3 times. And I beat the mercenaries in the Resident Evil 4 to get the hand cannon. Yeah, I got a water here. Okay, good. James Nicholson, not related to Jack Nicholson. Charles Gross lived up to his name. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Roger Corman. Ouch.
Unidentified object.
All planes should have been out of this area 20 minutes ago.
Well,
Another flight 17. He's off course.
Will you hold us up?
No, he'll be clear before launching. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. You better be clear. I hear that satellite cost us $9 million.
$9 million? Wow, he could almost be a starting shortstop for the Yankees.
Skies are clear. 3 minutes. Power on. And man is finally ready to move into space.
But of course, he's going to need a roommate.
I'd like to have you meet Dr. Anderson. I assume you two gentlemen have known of each other. Doctor, it's rare to meet so illustrious a physicist.
Thank you, General. I'm pleased.
Sir, did you steal that suit from your father?
Here is Secretary Platt.
Oh, I wouldn't say distressed.
No,
The scientist is
certainly not,
Peter
Mr. Platt.
Graves.
We're all in a state of high hilarity. And we'll all wind up in a state of high mortality if you don't call off this satellite project.
How many times have I told you that's impossible?
Not nearly as many times as I've warned the government against such a course. I said it
And
when I
Lee
was head
Van
of the
Cleef
Perpetual Missile
is
Program. I said it
a
before that when
prolific
I was
B-movie
working on the
actor.
Manhattan Project.
He was
before,
in The
too.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Don't tell me you haven't read my papers on the subject.
You've had a remarkable career, Doctor. Every degree imaginable.
1 through
By the way,
400.
Just what are you doing at present? Retired, I understand?
That's one way of putting it. The world is full of fat heads, Mr. Secretary. Full to overflowing.
I've got a great deal of respect for you, Dr. Anderson.
But shut your fucking pie hole.
This has not convinced me the satellite is a menace to the safety of the world.
What happened to the first one? The small one?
Size doesn't matter,
It's on
doctor.
orbit.
Anyone know why?
Nobody?
I know why. It was a warning. I anticipated that fully 3 years before the satellite was launched.
Doctor, you said something about the other planets wanting to keep the Earth in its place.
To keep her out of the skies.
But there's no life in the other planets of this system.
I'm not arguing theory, General. I'm only telling you this. Alien intelligence watches us constantly. It will see this satellite
And
of
we've
yours
gotta
and
build
know
that wall.
something must be done. I'm here to ask you, to beg you, to save your own world.
For the sake of the
Well,
part in
Doctor,
my
this
hair.
has become just an academic question. In about 8 seconds, the sphere will be launched. They're in the countdown right now.
Damn, you'd think I would have known that. Oh well. Oh, I hope Starman's there to protect it. Whee! GoPros in the 50s.
Claire, this pie is delicious. Did you bake it yourself?
Oh, sure. An old family recipe my grandmother sold at the bakery. Tom, you want some more?
Only half a gallon.
What are you acting so smug about? You look like a man who just inherited Texas.
You might not be too far off in a sense.
Tom.
Yes.
Please leave your world domination
I know.
plans out of this.
I bet you finally decided you were wrong about the satellite.
Hardly. It's my greatest interest in life. Second greatest.
Well, been up there for 3 months now, and nothing horrible has happened. 80 feet in diameter, 1,070 miles high, and circling the Earth at 16,000 miles an hour.
Peter's getting hot.
Look, can't you two talk about anything else? I'm getting tired of hearing about nothing but satellites, isotopes, conical graduations, and all the rest.
Can't we
Maybe
talk
you've got
about the
something in space
lawn?
medicine I could use for a headache, huh?
Now, you have got something up your sleeve. What is it?
My
I
arm.
can't tell you, Paul. My wife won't let me. She thinks I'm crazy.
The whole world thinks you're crazy, maybe even me. Now, what's the big secret?
Well,
Yeah, 80 feet is a huge satellite.
honey, this is too big.
But you promised.
Paul will understand. Maybe nobody else on Earth, but Paul will understand.
I'll try.
Come into the other room.
We can't discuss this in front of the
Don't
LADIES.
take it so hard, Claire.
See what you've got.
I've got
Come on, I'll
a
walk
discount
with you,
curtain.
There's one by the kid.
It'll be just a second.
I've got a second.
We built this city.
There, do you have any idea what you're listening to?
London Philharmonic?
It's Venus.
Huh?
Venus.
You know, goddess on a mountaintop,
Why not?
hair like a silver
Those
flame.
signals off the moon's surface. There's no reason that Venus shouldn't radiate impulses.
I don't mean the static. Can't you hear it? The other thing?
What other thing?
Listen to it, Paul. Listen to the voice.
This is your neighbor. You're interrupting I Love Lucy with your goddamn satellite bullshit. Stop it.
Paul Nelson here. What? Well, that's impossible. Yes, I'll be right down.
Something wrong at the installation?
It's gone.
Yeah, giant
What's
locusts
gone?
have taken over the town of
Took off on a
Ludlow.
direct tangent into space. It's vanished.
You better get over there.
Joan?
No, no Manos. I thought Manos would be a little dark, especially if you've seen the full thing.
I know what you're thinking, Tom. I don't appreciate it.
Don't look at me like that.
I've always thought Tom was a little off, but
You know, with the size of that car, he should be impressed by the size of the satellite.
Tom's a genius. Too much so, but I got more important things to worry about. Let's go.
And don't hit their mailbox. Ah, god damn it.
Any change, Sergeant?
No, sir. I think maybe the general ain't so happy tonight.
Good thing I'm wearing my science-y
We
pumps.
might hear something.
it's at full decibel now.
The scientific achievement of the century has disappeared. We've got to find it.
Can you sense the sincerity in my voice? Dude, the uncut Manos is a little rapey. And a little bloody. And I mean, the MST version of Manos is a little rapey, but it goes... Like, it's not as bad as Maniac, but... These two movies are suitable. Jesus Christ, that magazine weighed like 10 pounds. Should I throw this on the table too? Fuck starred? Yeah, there we go.
You promised.
You promised you'd trim this ivy, and look, it's all the way to the ceiling. Christ.
I think we should get a turnstile.
Did you want to finish that sentence? No, no, gotta cut. Yeah, one tree equals one magazine in the 50s.
It's back.
Guess who's back?
Maybe the instruments
Back
failed,
again.
Maybe they didn't. Anyway, we're going to find out.
Sorry, Doctor.
Well, it wasn't your fault, Ellen. I'll be
sure you get the reports to Washington before morning?
Yes.
It wasn't your
Tell them
fault,
to bring
Ellen,
the
but being the
satellite
only woman in the
down
room,
and
you're
put it
going to get blamed. I hope you understand.
Can you handle recovery procedure all right by yourself? All I have to do is wait till she's at 43 North, push a couple buttons. The Secretary Platt is going to want to know where she went and why. That means examination of every instrument on board.
Well, this is kind of like the Event Horizon.
Wrong, call me at home.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
That sure is a bright moon out there. He's more dressed up when he's getting ready for bed.
This is Anderson. Acknowledge. Where are you? Yes, yes. It's true, I am your only friend. Nobody else even knows you exist. But they will. It'll be the greatest day in the history of mankind.
Come to bed, Tom.
He's here, darling. He drew the satellite to his world, to Venus. And now he's back, within an hour. He's inside that circling laboratory, just waiting to come down to us, to save us.
Please come to bed. You'll feel better in the morning.
Your psychosis won't be as acute in the
Signing
morning.
off now. Hurry up and contact after sunrise.
I gotta hang up. The old ball and chain is up my ass again.
Don't let it get a hold of you, Tom. You've dreamed and imagined for such a long time. Don't let your imagination bring itself to life.
This is no image, darling. It's what I've been predicting for years. And this is good instead of evil. That was my one uncertainty.
Well, don't think about it now. You need some sleep.
You made contact with an alien.
I'm gonna stay by the set.
Oh, come to bed.
Whatever you say, Tom.
Yeah, yeah. Beverly Garland is... Oh, hey. Well, that was a passionate kiss, huh? I'm gonna make damn good use of this mustache in about 10 minutes. Aw, yeah. Well, that was a scintillating scene. When I said come to bed, I meant our bed, not the couch, you fucking idiot. Jesus. Guess I gotta get to the vibrator again.
You're positive you know what you're doing?
Oh, I think we can manage without wrecking it too much.
Well, what am I worried
80
about?
foot
I'm
is
not
still
paying
huge.
for it. They're ready, Mr. Secretary.
All right. Nothing to do now but bring it down. I've got the car waiting downstairs.
It's in the air, you idiot. We can't use a car.
Proceed with the operation.
Roger. 30 seconds.
Position 42 north, 58 minutes. 59 minutes, 43 north. Locking and locked.
Decelerating.
4 gravities.
Too slow.
6 gravities.
Should be past 28 by now.
Something wrong?
Well, I don't know, General. The thing acts like it doesn't want to come down. Begin descent.
Dorsal rockets engaged. Abandoning orbit.
It's not responding.
What's happening?
Maybe I should fuck these things a little
No,
harder.
General, it's behaving
That's
very
good.
erratically.
Well, then send it back up. Don't experiment with it.
It's too late now, General. She's in pattern.
General, there's a thing called
What's going
gravity.
to happen next?
I don't think I want to know.
Get Washington again, Carol.
Yes, sir. Communications.
Would you get my eyebrow waxer on the line, please? Oh, damn. Is that the... Since when do satellites look like fucking
yes, I hear you.
UFOs?
He's alive, darling. He survived the crash.
Tom, you're a sick man.
The whole world's sick, darling. It always has been. But that's all over now. At last, every dream of man can be realized.
Stop it, Tom.
Would you get Paul on the phone? I gotta tell him.
I'm going into town. When I get back, I pray to God you'll be rational.
Claire.
Claire, you can't run away from my insanity. It's not going to get better overnight.
What's that? Yes. According
Yeah,
to
I
the
know
red
she's a
triangulation,
bitch. She's my wife. Just leave me alone for a minute, okay? It might be an airbag. It was the 50s. They didn't do anything on their own. That's why God invented women and children. You are the one that crashed our Star Cruiser into Lake Michigan. Mips. It stopped the train. What? I'm getting swatted a lot tonight. I think she was giving us the finger. Yes, that would be a creature from Venus. Oh my god, that poor farmer was stopped too.
Thought you filled it last night.
I did.
I thought you filled me last night too, but I'm just as flat.
I'll have a look.
Paul, my watch has stopped.
Well, wind it up.
Wind you up,
Come
asshole.
over this place. Everything's gone haywire.
There's been a power failure someplace. I imagine they'll have it fixed in a few minutes.
Phone's dead, General.
It sure is quiet outside.
It's always quiet in these mountains.
Not this quiet.
What happened to the satellite?
Oh, it's down. Just a little ways south
Oh,
of here.
I hate that
The
song
signals
so
were
much.
full of static, but still coming through when the power failed.
Gone. $9 million.
I'll stop
in
the
5
world
years'
and melt
work.
with you.
No, I can't find anything.
Well, we can't just sit here for... Paul!
Oh, whoa!
Horrible.
No, it's
You
fine.
might want us as witnesses. What time is it?
Well, I've still got 3 past 3. The
My
time's
watch
been
stopped,
walked
you
off.
idiot. How am I supposed to know what
clock
time it
is stopped, too.
is?
Same time.
I wonder why.
Coincidence?
No. I've got a premonition.
Well, I've got a stalled car.
And a mouthy wife.
Time pulled out here in the country. We'll walk up to his place. Maybe he'll drive us to a garage.
Might as well. You can't sit here all day.
I mean, I could, but...
Yes, I have the names of the key control people in this vicinity. Mayor of Beechwood, Andrew Townsend. Chief of Police, N.J. Shallett. Chief Security
Sir,
Officer for the installation, Brigadier
does the
General
name
James
Benedict
Paddock.
Arnold mean
Head of
nothing
the
to
satellite
you?
Project, Dr. Paul Nelson. Along with their wives, this makes a total of 8. Exactly the number of control devices you will be able to produce at this time. I'd like to see one of these devices. I presume they're electronic in function.
Where do you see them? They're totally electronic in function.
Just quit on me, no reason.
Mine too. Not a car
He shits
running in
butterflies.
town.
What's happening in the rest of the country, Mr. Haskell?
I don't know. The wire service broke down. Looks like this town is stranded in the midst of nowhere. Well, Mrs. Anderson, your husband said this thing was going to happen. Now ask him how are we going to get out of it.
Yes, I'll be sure to.
Great, why am I married to the answer man?
Officer, my husband, he's in an iron lung. It stopped.
You get back in there and operate it by hand. I'll get help.
How do you hand operate an iron lung?
You're Anderson. I read your stuff. You did this.
Oh, down goes Cleef.
Come on,
World star hip hop, yo!
Look out for that. Somebody got it started.
Are you hurt?
No, come on, I got...
Nah, he hits like a pussy.
None of the other cars are working.
Ours is at power control.
I thought you said Tom and Claire live nearby.
They do when you're driving.
Yeah, everywhere's nearby if your map is big enough.
What's that?
Well, I'm not going to stop to ask it.
What an ugly creature. I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. Must be some kind of cave bat. Remind me to ask Tom about it. He knows zoology.
Well, let's go. We'll never get there standing here.
It conquered the world, but if you throw rocks at its little butterfly parts, it can't do dick.
What do you mean, de-energize?
We stopped power at source. That means electricity, steam, water, combustion engines, everything.
Water? You mean the faucets won't work?
That's right.
His car works because he is a traitor.
Hey, cut that out.
Thought you said it wouldn't work.
Well, sure, that works. It belongs to me.
Whee! Doink! I've been commanding you to get up for the last minute and a half. Just do it. Oh, God. My kid ate 5 boxes of fucking cornflakes, and this is what gets in the mail? Jesus. That's the way you get rid of your alien creature evidence. Just throw it in the trash.
Nice to see you folks. Just get back from the Olympics?
Practically.
Your car broke down about 100 miles up the road.
You chose the wrong day to
100
go for a
miles?
ride.
Can you run me down to Phil's garage?
I'm afraid that wouldn't do you any good, but I will ask you inside for a drink.
You look all in.
Drink I can use.
I get some ice.
What's your pleasure?
I'll have some bourbon and soda.
Oh, threesome with your wife? I don't know.
Water over my head and then shrink my feet.
What time did your car die?
3:03.
That's when all the clocks stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, must be a connection. Nothing here. I don't know what.
Wait a minute, how did you know the car died?
That's very stupid.
Could have had a broken axle or anything.
Could have. It didn't. Ran down just like every other car did today.
Misery loves company, but that's carrying it too far.
What's going on?
I've sold out the human race. Want a drink?
You have plenty of time.
Not a thing. Not since he left the headquarters an hour ago. Took the Jeep, huh?
No, the Jeep don't run, so the general, he walks.
How are things going inside? Power's still off. Funny thing, the auxiliary is a hand crank.
What are they reading?
That doesn't even work. Wonder what effect all this is having on my wife's big mouth. Let me know if you hear anything from the gentleman. Yeah, sure thing.
She's a cunt. Oh, man, being a slave is not easy. Oh, he's not a slave yet. The cat-like reflexes. So that's a gun. You don't use it to bludgeon the thing. Shoot it. You know what? You deserve to be a slave, sir. Oh, just hit that spot in my neck that's been tense for days. You stay under this rock, Mr. Bat.
Sorry, Tom, I can't bring myself to believe what you're saying.
It's nothing new. It's been years since anyone's believed me.
All right, let's assume you're right. A superior intelligence has come from Venus in my satellite. Established residency, turned off the world's power, and is about to take over the world's population.
All these
Why aren't you
50s
fighting it?
movies where someone takes over the world always take place in a small
Because the
town.
superior intelligence happens to be a personal friend of mine. I believe he's here to rescue mankind, not to conquer it, as you have naturally concluded.
A personal friend of yours.
Real chums.
The days when people made fun of me are over, girls.
Now
Rescue
get down here and
mankind
suck
from
my
what?
dick.
From
I am the
yourself.
king of the world.
Oh, I didn't know we needed rescuing.
Remember your theory on contained gravitation?
How could I forget it?
You thought you could build a craft that would degravitate itself, and so escape the Earth's draw without any fuel or engine of any kind. Good idea. What happened to it?
Washington red tape couldn't get an appropriation.
So? Stupidity. An example of how stupidity restrains man's progress. I've been a continual victim of it myself. Stupidity, fear,
Receding hairlines.
And the new arrival is going to end all of this?
in so short a time you hardly realize it's been done. Can't help feeling a sense of triumph, Paul. I'm in on the beginning of ultimate freedom. I predicted the possibility. I assist the benefactor.
How's he going to do it?
Can't tell you yet, Paul. It's premature. But you'll be...
My wife knows about premature.
I don't think so, Tom. I'd have to take a long, hard look at anything that was going to change the world and me so completely. How about a lift to the lab?
No point in going there. It's inoperative and useless.
And will you drive us home?
Sure. Go out to the car. I'll be with you in a
I
minute.
kind of find it fascinating how he got his arm through that suit coat without taking a cigarette out of his hand. Like,
all didn't panic. There's nothing quite like a logical, orderly mind.
He didn't panic because logic makes him think you're insane.
Don't ride me, Claire. I've forgiven your lack of faith for years. But now the facts are in front of you. It's time you stood by me.
I've tried riding you 100 times. You're stiff.
Not just because I'm your wife, but because I love you.
Love. There's no room for love in the New World Order.
You heard? Trace the energy of my car. It will lead you to Nelson's home. He's difficult, but his mind is of utmost value.
After you erase it, of course.
Everything in order, men?
Yes, sir.
Big news from headquarters. This whole area has been placed under martial law.
Golly.
They seem to think I should be in command of this sector and prepare defense measures.
Against what?
They didn't say. This place is to be abandoned, Neil. I want you, Manuel, and the rest of the installation guards to
Manuel,
move out
he's supposed to be
16 to 30
Spanish?
hours. You're going on a forced march.
Yes, sir.
Your reconnaissance. Take a position south of Baker's Ridge and observe the country to the east. But take no action.
Hey, Senor General.
Senior
Sir?
General?
How are we going to know when it's 4:30? Nobody's watch is working.
Here, take mine. It's running again. Now assemble your gear and move out.
I can't believe a general has such a shitty watch. He got this thing at 5 below.
What is that going to do? There's still no power.
I know it. Let's just say it keeps me off the street.
Oh, General Plattix, any news?
Big news. We're in the midst of a communist uprising. They've sabotaged every power source in the area.
What? How'd they manage to hit all power at once? I can understand them getting the big electric and water plants, but none of the independent generators here are working.
And wristwatches.
And the flashlight.
Well, don't ask me. I just know they did it.
Stop
How'd you
asking me
get the
questions I
radio
can't
and
answer.
wires as
And
good as
obey,
everything
you idiots.
A special courier got through from 5th Army Command. I have orders to restrict everyone to this building until the emergency is over.
You mean we're prisoners?
Well, protective custody, so to speak. They'd like to get their hands on people with your fund of secrets.
Well, there's blankets and canned goods in the broom closet. We'll make out.
I'll have some supplies.
Ooh, they're going to make out in the broom closet. Bam,
Will you read
bam,
it, General?
bam.
Not an inch.
Well, guess we've got a lease.
Don't critique my acting, sir. Did no one notice the giant pin sticking out of the back of his neck? Yes, that officer is a slave. He has a giant pin sticking out of the back of his neck.
We'll see you, Claire. You and Tom drop over real soon.
We'll be sure to, Joan.
I hope you haven't made a permanent enemy of Paul. You were really rough on him tonight.
It's no longer possible for me to make an enemy, darling. The word enemy is about to disappear from the human language.
Besides,
What about the word tag?
I'm a gloater. God damn, this bitch has always got something to say. It really pisses me off.
Well, at least you get a day off.
We'll see about that.
Dead?
Yes, try the light switch.
Paul, do you think he could be right?
He couldn't be.
He said he predicted it.
He's an idiot.
In the 15 years I've known Tom Anderson, he's predicted everything a fertile imagination could. He's wasted his entire life on calculated fantasy.
And somehow he landed that piece of ass wife. It's bizarre.
If only because they're so all-encompassing.
Yes, it was a little Star Trek at Next Gen.
Now, a natural catastrophe has occurred, Joan. We'll find a reason for it. Tom is merely trying to attach one of his pet ideas to it. But you see, it vindicates him, proves to a laughing world that all of his whimsies are accurate.
I see. A
That's
chance to
so
regain
psychological
faith.
of you.
Exactly.
The cave you were in is located over a hot spring. That is why you find it cohabitable with Venus.
Well, the gravity isn't
Paul
anywhere
Nelson's
near
still
the
at
same.
large. If he's not at his home, he may try to get to the satellite installation. It will take you 12 days to produce 8 new devices. Too bad there aren't more of you. What are my next
So,
instructions?
he can only take over 8 people every 12 days?
Remain here until Beechwood is evacuated. Yes, sir.
Mankind would be extinct before he took over. Would you shut up? Jazz is not dead.
Keep going. Out into the street. The evacuation must be accomplished by midnight.
What purpose does this serve, though?
they going?
Stay up here.
I think there's a chili con over there.
Faster, move faster.
Andale, andale, motherfuckers.
What's this all about? What's everybody running from?
It's the end of everything.
What do you mean?
Highway 18, let me go.
Oh, that's into the desert.
They set up a camp for us. Let loose of me. They're after us.
Who's after you?
The commies!
This is the nearest point on the road to Baker's Ridge. We'll turn off here and march cross country to the south.
Why would you bump into the guy with the bazooka?
Why don't you watch where you're going?
I seen a funny-looking bird.
That was no bird. That was the guy in front of you. All right, let's move.
Sir, why you always got to mock me? Is this something to do with my heritage?
They're running from something. Maybe we should get out too.
No, I have an idea. That's the plan. Clear the town. Control panic.
Control? But Tom said it was...
Forget what Tom said. I've got to go up to the installation.
Oh, Paul, no.
Not the bicycle. You broke your ankle the last time you used it.
You get inside and lock everything up.
Darling, I'm afraid something terrible will happen to you. Please don't.
Go on. And be sure
The only thing terrible is this movie's plot.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Paul!
Whee!
Haskell. You're about the last man still in town, Mr. Haskell.
Well, looks like it. I'll probably be here for the rest of my days.
Please don't be difficult, Editor.
You got a gun, Charlotte. That isn't like you. But gun or no gun, here I stay. I helped build this town. My paper got you your job for you, remember?
No need for papers now. They're nothing
Or
but a
jobs,
stack
I
of
guess. I
ideas
don't know.
and notions. Useless. Get moving.
Sorry, but I'm staying.
I can't. Oh, Jesus.
Shelley. Oh, Dr. Nelson. I've been
Would you
hoping
like a
I'd
bullet
see you.
too?
Explain, what is this?
Orders,
a murder.
Doctor. Whose orders? His.
Charlotte, I've known you for 5 years. You just killed a man in cold blood. Why?
His orders. I'll have to place you under protective custody.
Oof! I'm Peter Graves and my head no longer works.
You're to be one of us. Get up. You're free.
Okay. Fine, but I'll be one of you, I guess. Why do you keep spying on a neighbor's wife when you've got me at home?
What are you doing now?
I finally learned from my friend the structure of the control devices. They fly to the person's wanted like birds. Might just see one.
How do they gain control of the victim?
Well, there are no victims, darling. You should rather call them the released. According to him, they have radiological electrode type things in their beaks. They plant these.
Oh, I love it when you talk
after which is
science.
Controlled by the benefactor. And like bees, once they are stung, so to speak, they die.
And the people? They don't die.
No.
Now, only their minds.
I don't understand why you're so
Minds are
down
clearer
on
than
this.
they ever thought possible. Only the waste is gone. The hate, bitterness, dreams.
Speaking of waste,
The emotion?
Yes, the emotion.
Why are you holding me?
Why?
because your pelvis makes my penis all tingly. Well, there's no emotion in there either, so.
I don't know why you should. It's a waste.
What?
It's an emotion. Tom, you can't rub the tarnish from men's souls without losing a little bit of the silver, too.
It has to be that way.
Tom, are you really ready to stop loving me?
Try to think clearly, Tom.
Oh, darling, I haven't loved you in years.
Because they see in another the answer to their needs. I see warmth in you and beauty. You're everything I must have as a man. And I'll need you even when no emotion exists.
Don't try and split gains with your wife, darling. For a few dollars, you can hire a woman who'll fit all your fetishes. She'll match your requirements perfectly. Then if you ever get tired of her, you can always run down to the employment agency for another.
That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Honey, you're brilliant.
Don't you believe in signs, Dr. Nelson?
General
No, I'm not a Shyamalan fan.
Well, why is the place shut down? Where is everybody?
They've been transported to the district air base. No telling what might happen to them here. May I give you a ride back to Beechwood? It's a long bike trip.
You certainly may, General. You certainly may.
Just out of curiosity, does your car work?
What a relief. That seat is built for the spanking size, and I'm a little bit beyond it. Hey, how come this thing runs?
New experimental model. You just wind it with a rubber band and hold it with your thumb. You know, I think it would be best if you and Mrs. Nelson would join your employees at the base.
Could be. Is there any way I can get in touch with them?
Not a chance. They're under protective custody.
You know, same way you will be.
General, don't you think we ought to get that rock out of the road before we start?
Huh? What rock?
Oh! I always fall for that one. It's a great body hitting the ground sound. Let me just run over. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I finished the job. I'll back up too. I beat a Graves and I could drive a Jeep. Whee! Alright, at least Peter here has the idea how to use a gun against one of these things. I warned you that this was not going to be a pleasant experience. Every spoiler for every public domain theater starts out with, this movie's gonna suck.
You murderer. Back for another drink or another ride?
You filthy murderer.
That's a nice way to greet an old friend.
Did you tell me that you were a friend of this alien? Did you tell me you helped it?
Sit down, Paul. You're upset.
Now sit down and then you'll talk. I want to hear everything.
I'll sit down and then I'll stand up again and be all angry.
Yes, I helped him. I paved the way. Told him everything that would make it possible for him to come here.
There's only one?
There's only one on Earth. There are 9 altogether. The other 8 are still on Venus. They're the sole survivors of a race that was born too soon.
Called the Nazgul.
Developed amid the eruptions and the boiling gases of Venus. A planet that won't catch up to Earth in perhaps 1,000,000 years in climate.
A dying race.
1,000,000 years? Are
Yes.
you kidding me?
But each of the 9 has an intellect that will dwarf humans. Make us look like so many roaches by comparison.
And you think we need him?
We always have.
Listen, do you know that in the last 24 hours, men have had their minds, their personalities, their moral standards imprisoned? That a whole population has been herded like cattle into the desert? That men have been murdered for failing to obey the new master? It makes you think a little, doesn't it?
No.
Yes. Makes me look back into history for a comparison.
Comparison or rationalization?
Listen, Paul. Throughout man's career, every great change, every sudden leap in his station has resulted in torment, chaos, and death. The French
And that's only
Revolution
when the
brought
iPhones
democracy
started
to
coming
Europe.
out.
Plagues brought wondrous cures. Wars brought about fast planes, atomic power.
He got a fast
radiological
plane.
medicine, our own
Sold the
discoveries.
soul to a monster from
No,
Venus.
that won't hold. You're talking about human change, something you want to get rid of. Well, this thing isn't human, so your argument falls flat. And incidentally, I could point out an equal number of regressions and disasters that have been brought about by revolutions and plagues and wars.
I'm not convinced.
Well, neither
Whoa,
am I
whoa,
of
they
your
are intimate
hypothesis.
right there. Woofa.
Will be. You must be. He wants you on his side. Next to me, he wants you.
And you want me to condone this reign of terror? To swear allegiance to this monstrous king of yours, to kill my own soul and all within reach?
Well, yeah.
Well, I won't, Anderson. I'll fight it to the last breath in my body. And I'll fight you, too, because you're part of it, the worst part. Because you
Excuse
belong to
me,
a
I
living
am
race,
Master
not a dying
Ninja,
one.
so you
This is
cannot
your
fight
land,
me.
your world. Your hands are human, but your mind is enemy. You're a traitor, Anderson. The greatest traitor of all time. And you know why? Because you're not betraying part of mankind, you're betraying all of it.
Do you think that the Venus monster would shut off his Jeep after this? Yeah, that was a slow clap. Oh god, I gotta do a K-turn. I hate this fucking driveway. Anderson, your driveway sucks too, you traitorous monster. Well, that could have went better.
Proud.
He was my friend. Despite all our fights and disagreements, he was my best friend.
Is that all you can think of is losing a friend? Didn't his words mean anything to you? If you weren't so blind, you'd realize that Paul was your friend today as he's never been before.
What do you mean?
Oh, you fool. Anybody who didn't care about you, who didn't believe there was still something in you worth trying to save, would have killed you on the spot.
Killed me?
Like I'm about to.
Yes. Just as he'll find a way to kill your God. He had a gun. I saw it in his coat.
A gun?
That's right, Tom.
A
You can tell
firearm.
an undeserved stay of execution.
So you believe with him that I'm a traitor? You've turned against me all the way.
That wasn't a gun in my pocket.
I've done nothing. Everything is up to you.
I've done nothing but
You're
act
the
the
one
hell
who has
out
to
of the
see for
shitty
himself.
script.
I don't know. I guess I'm just a fool. I'm like Paul. I can't help believing that you're going to find yourself. I love you, darling, but
I really need to find the 4 buttons that go on
I
the
want to love a
right
good
side
man,
of my
the fine
collar.
man I married. I won't love a monster. I won't.
Don't cry, Claire. Believe me, I know what I'm doing.
Oh, Tom, stop it.
That bitch never loved me.
I hear you.
I'm busy.
Yes, Beechwood seems secure. Sir, I'm troubled. Maybe you haven't got that word in your sphere, but I must see you. Why not?
I just got out of the shower. I'm not dressed. So.
Yes, I'll be patient, but Paul Nelson is still at large. That means that he, his wife Joan, Mayor Townsend, and his wife are the 4 not yet under control.
I thought they got his wife. Uh-oh. That rolling thing on the ground might be trying to control his mind. Now my calves feel a little tight. Might as well bike the rest of the way. Night falls quickly in California.
Joan?
Home at last?
Mm-hmm. Hi.
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 Had a shower. Be right with you.
You know, it's funny. I've gotten so used to the concept of electricity, it's not tricking any red flags that our power's working.
Where'd you go today?
First, I went downtown. I saw the chief of police kill George Haskell. And I went to the lab and it was closed. I found General Paddock possessed. It's a horrible mess. I'll tell you about it when you come out.
In a sec.
Honey? How come the shower's working?
It's not. But after a while, I felt so tacky, I just had to do something. So I stuck a bucket full of water in the shower window and used the shampoo hose.
Sheer genius.
How did she get the bucket of
Come out here,
water?
I want to see you.
Since when can't you come in here?
Since I'm too tired to move.
All righty. I'll come out to you then. Oh, there's a draft on your neck. I don't want you to catch cold.
A window. I told you to keep it closed.
Well, it got stuffy in here. I had to have some air. Guess what I've got?
What?
Herpes.
A present for you.
Whee!
Good night, darling. I'm going for a short walk. When I get back, you'll feel much better.
me anytime a bat gets in my building. Ugh. Peter, you're terrible at this. Oh! Jeepers, okay. This is pest control.
I have the only working phone left.
What do you want?
I just talked to my friend. He said you killed the control device that was made for you.
So?
So that means you can't be controlled for over a week. Come on over. I want to talk to you. I want to apologize.
How will I get there?
Jones' station wagon will run.
All right, I'll come over. There's something I have to take care of first.
You better not do anything freaky deaky with my wife. These special effects aren't that special. Besides, you haven't seen the titular creature.
Yes, it must be done.
What is it?
He said Paul is first of the minds to be taken. First because he is the most dangerous. He's the one enemy. The one great enemy because he knows basically what he's fighting. His control device is gone.
What does that mean?
Aren't there like 3 others? Couldn't they just use another one?
Too great a menace to live the week. We're supposed to kill him tonight.
Only you understand me, Gun. God, I love you, Gun. So sleek, so oily, so perfect in function and form. Why couldn't I have married my Gun? Now, you'd think since I'm under the control of the alien, I would know because you told... The alien told Tom that my thing was gone.
I knew it wouldn't take long.
You never do.
And now we must wait for him to give us instructions.
What sort of instructions?
How to conquer the world.
8 people at a time.
We'll be this way from now on, won't we?
For the rest of our lives.
I see.
What? Peter, you could... What if you could remove it surgically? You didn't...
Hurry up and wait.
Who are we kidding? He's been wanting to do that since day 2 of their marriage.
Actions, remember? What kind of actions?
You tell me.
I told you, but you don't listen to me.
What are you talking about?
I told you I seen that funny-looking bird.
Bird. Will you forget about the bird already? That's what you've been talking about all day.
God, that almost looks like Dick
What is this,
Smith.
a picnic? You men with the dice, clean your rifles.
Should I clean my rifle when pointing it at your head? Tom, how many outfits am I wearing in this movie?
Is that what you plan to use on Paul? You'd murder your best friend? Tom, if you do that, you'll be killing me with the same bullet.
Only if I wind you up.
What's the matter? Has the cat got your tongue so you can't talk? Maybe your friend has it. You've given him everything else of you. Tom.
Is someone
Tom,
getting the best?
Me,
The best of you.
Well, that must be it.
Baby, why don't you just destroy his little machine there?
Closing off your machine? Suppose your boss wants you to run down to town and cut out a few hearts. He might get mad when he can't reach you and snap his fingers. Has he got fingers?
No, but I've got
Master's gonna
booze.
like it when the servant turns off the juice. He might want to turn you into a white rat so that you can...
That's enough, Claire.
You're talking to the future ruler of Earth, bitch. Look, I'm gonna put on some Henny Youngman records. It's cool.
Let's have some music. Must be great to have the only working phonograph in the world. A gift from His Majesty. It makes you feel like a big man, doesn't it? Just like you've always wanted to be.
Claire.
Yes?
Shut up.
What I have to do tonight is difficult enough. You're only making it harder.
You're harshing the buzz of my murder boner.
Please, darling. Open your mind for just a few minutes and let me get inside so I can talk to you.
Speaking of opening things and getting me inside,
I'm listening.
Tell me about this invader. Now, what's he like?
Well, I don't know much. He's strong, or he wouldn't have been able to make the trip.
I don't know much,
He's advanced,
but I know
because he
I
can talk
love
to his controlled
you.
subjects at a distance. Of course, he's super intelligent.
Population of the Earth in 1950 was probably around 6 billion, 7 billion, right?
Hiding in a cave? Afraid of light? Well, then Earth must have no use to him except as a subject of conquest.
I said I'd listen and answer your questions. We'll argue about it later.
After you've been indoctrinated.
Why does he want you to kill Paul?
That can't be right.
Because he was able to manufacture only
We can't have tripled the Earth's
4 key control people in the
population in 50 years, 70 years.
Wives?
Yes. It was a pair for Paul and Joan. Paul killed his, which means we must do something about
it. This should be an interesting number.
Joan's been controlled?
Yes. There are only 3 on the list that were not. Paul, the mayor, and his wife.
But they're dead. They were killed in the crush of the evacuation.
We know.
Well, then why doesn't the king use their devices on Paul?
He would, but it's too late. They've already been used.
On whom?
I can't tell you.
It's a slow burn. 312,500,000 weeks to take over the world, 8 people at a time every week. I'm glad I had brought my negligee to work.
Everything's working.
You didn't sleep long?
No. What time is it?
Going on dawn.
How did it happen?
Don't ask us. It all just started up again. We're checking to see if anything's out of order.
Well, wonders never cease. Any coffee?
No. How about making us some?
Okay.
You are a woman.
Never mind, Ellen,
You
I'm
make
not
coffee.
thirsty.
Well, I am, if you don't mind.
You shouldn't have looked in there.
What's the matter with you?
Relax, Ellen. It won't take more than a minute.
I had to remove your coat so I could strangle you better. Ellen, that's not how you resist strangulation.
Physical contact with Venus shall be established with the consent of the satellites. Paul Nelson shall direct the operation on acquisition of his encephalographic control. I shall remain in contact.
He's finally coming.
No, that was the guy who was strangling the chick. He definitely came.
What are you going to do?
Why don't you take a walk, Claire? You'll be safe.
After everything I've said, you're still going through with it?
I must. My beliefs haven't changed. I still have to have the courage of my convictions.
Tom, I proved to you that your friend is as weak as you are. He's hiding in a cave, pleading with a human to do his rotten work. He's dead afraid of strength, and that means Paul Nelson. He can't even wait a week to control Paul. That's how frightened he is.
I'm sorry, Claire. I have to go out and meet him.
Why didn't you grab his gun?
Look, I don't know whether you can hear me or not, but if you can, you listen good. I hate your living guts for what you've done to my husband and my world.
Ooh.
I know you for the coward you are, and I'm gonna kill you. Do you hear that? I'm gonna kill you.
Took you long enough to get here.
Yeah, long enough. We talk here or inside?
Inside.
It's much better acoustics inside. Oh my god, what is that door made out of? Fucking paper mache? Yeah, remember, he has his wife's car works. Because she was indoctrinated.
How's Joan?
She's dead.
I can't believe I'm following this plot this closely.
How?
I killed her.
You're a murderer? Well, that's gonna make me killing you a lot easier.
Not my wife. She wasn't my wife. She was a product of your work. A member of the Society of the New World.
New World Order.
I had to.
She was still your wife. Still Joan. You would have been one with her if you hadn't...
If I hadn't destroyed the thing that was trying to control me?
Yes.
Well, why shouldn't I destroy it? It was my enemy. You don't seem to realize that we're at war. You made Joan my enemy. My enemy forever, and I had to kill her. My own wife. And now I'm gonna kill you.
Go ahead. What good will it do you?
Plenty of good. If I can get to the leaders, to you, to Paddock, to Shallot, the battle will be half won, because apparently this god of yours is immobile. Has to have human beings to carry out his battle orders. Well, I can find people, plenty of them, and we can defeat this thing you call a benefactor.
Perhaps you can. So many things have happened. Joan.
You could help us. You're the only one who knows anything about the invader.
Actually, I don't know that much. I don't even know his name.
Kill me and get it over with.
No. No, I'm gonna get what I can out of you first.
Jesus.
I hear a car.
¿Dónde está la... Oh, I forgot how to say car in Spanish. Fuck.
Remarkable. We got worse things to worry about. Like where we're gonna get some rations.
You mean we got nothing to eat?
Not a thing. I got no way to requisition any chow out here. Man, I'm hungry.
Maybe you could shoot something.
How about I go rustle some cows?
Now, don't be stupid.
Who's stupid?
You're stupid. Who's got any cows out here?
All right, I'll go rustle some chickens.
Yeah, I get to go get chickens. Cluck, cluck, motherfucker.
Where is this ruler of yours, Tom? You better talk. I'm not afraid to use this.
I don't suppose you are.
Well, at least you're not a coward. There's that much of the human being left in you.
Don't waste flattery on me, Paul. It won't work.
I'm not flattering you. I'm telling you the truth. You think for a minute that one of your controlled people would resist? Oh, not a chance. Courage is an emotion. No, he'd logically conclude that the only way to stay alive would be to talk. You see, pure logic works only for the individual. There's no group feeling. No patriotism, no cooperation of any kind.
Well, unless you're Vulcan.
You heard me, Tom. The king's playing you for a big sucker. He's using your human emotions, your loyalty, your desire to help your race, your dreams of freedom, everything else you preach to get.
No, I'm pretty sure that he's doing this because everybody laughed at him and it's pure vengeance. What, did she have a GPS that had the address of the monster in it? Like, I know he told her he's in a cave somewhere out there, but I don't think he gave specifics.
Possibility has never occurred to me.
Well, of course it hasn't. We've been too busy waving a non-existent flag. Look, this thing doesn't...
Yeah, that LGBTQ rainbow flag.
But it
Jesus.
does know they exist. And in order to defeat them, it has to use them against things that do have them. Found you, I better buttered you up plenty.
Praised my work.
To keep you working, of course.
How did he know about your work from
He doesn't
Venus?
dislike. He merely reasons, concludes, and uses.
Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. Bark, 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 bark. Here, oh no. Maybe I'm too stupid though.
You have what might be a plausible theory. That is, that an emotionless being is helpless when surrounded by beings with emotion, because they'll defend one another, stand together.
But then I would
want
be
Claire to stand with you.
in trouble.
But it's no theory, Tom. It's the truth.
His tie is impressive.
Maybe. Some, I don't know.
Am I still gonna have to kill you?
I was supposed to kill you. His orders.
So his hot-ass wife has been trying to turn him back to the side of the Angels all this time. But no, it's Peter fucking Graves who appeals to him.
Suppose he asks you to try again later. Assuming I don't finish you right now.
I don't think I could do it. I'd have to have time to think.
Can I pinch the booby? I think I can pinch the booby. How the hell did you miss that, honey?
I don't know whether to give you a chance or not.
I've got a rifle over here, but I'm not going to use it. It's gone!
When you see this thing, the fact that she's, like, it's stealthing around her will be... Ah, come here, baby.
So that's what you look like. You're ugly, horrible.
Come on.
Go on. Try your intellect on me.
I don't need intellect. I've got pincers.
You think you're gonna make a slave of the world? I'll see you in hell first.
Claire!
Come here. Give Daddy a kiss. Come on.
It might hear you. Now it's reached you. Right down into your heart. Are you gonna fight it? Are you gonna help me destroy it?
I'll get you the installation. Pete and Roy Mason are possessed. Take care of them, I'll go to the Cape. Elephant Hot Springs.
You haven't got a gun.
I'll find something.
Oh, a lady in barrel. Oh no, it's Luis from Resident Evil 4. Don't forget the whiskey, boys. We're gonna need it. Hello, lady. Oh no! Mi gun is estúpido. Whee! Man, those cars in the 50s had like a 90-point turn radius.
Ayúdame! Ayúdame! Vimos tosidad McQuavy. Está matando muchachos. English, stupid. Talk English. I see a monster in a cave. He was killing a girl. Back up. We're moving out.
There's a girl. Oh yeah, we finally get some action. Would they drag her outside? Why would they do that? I haven't killed anybody in a couple of minutes.
The plane is on the installation strip. I have been told. He has ordered me to fly to Washington.
The president will die first.
Then the cabinet.
Okay, Bernie Getz. I think you got him. Well, enough of that. I just killed 3 humans. Well, nope. I should have shot back. I'm Breeda Graves, and I'm a terrible shot. What, you couldn't talk your way out of that? Are you kidding? I don't know, but I've been told Venusian pussy is mighty cold.
Inside here? See, way back in there. He's too big for this little squad, I think.
Bazooka man, set up here and cover the entrance. The rest of you drop packs and fix bayonets.
Bazooka Joe? Give me some gum. Oh, man. My bazooka is broken. Oh, nothing to see here. What the fuck have you got there? You're in a lot of dry brush there for a flamethrower, buddy. Nice run. Now, there's no blood on his sleeve. You can't let go of the sleeve. Hey, look, this cop costume was a rental. We can't get blood on it. Good old Roger Corman packing the movie with walking scenes. Hi, fellas. I could walk 1,000 miles and I could walk 1,000 more. Jesus Christ. Peter Graves in Grand Theft Auto 50. Yeah, do your worst. I'm bulletproof, spongeheads. No, they're not going to do a fire gag in this movie, are they? Put your hands up. Jesus Christ. I just Anakin Skywalkered the fuck out of him. Oh no! Sir, don't try to bayonet him.
Fire and fall back!
Wow, he's bazooka proof. Shoot me with a bazooka, will ya? Yeah, here we go. Dude, you guys go wait in the hills for 6 days while I make some more control things.
I know that better than you do, Sergeant. How well are you doing? Half my men are dead. Nothing can stop that thing. Call off your troops. Are you nuts? I say call them off. Cease firing.
Hi, Tom. Pleased to meet you finally in person.
I made you welcome to this earth. You made it the charnel house.
Ow! Hey! That's my eyeball. That's all it took? It took a bazooka to the face, but it couldn't take that?
He acted like he knew it.
He did.
They were best buddies.
He and no one else. He learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature. And because of it, the greatest in the universe.
Roger, I can't read this. Come on.
He learned too late for himself that men have to find their own way to make their own mistakes.
Come on, Roger. Can I... Look, can I improv something? Just...
And when men seek such perfection, they find only death, fire, loss, disillusionment.
How come I gotta be disillusionment?
Men have always sought an end through toil and misery. When it can't be given, it has to be achieved. There is hope. But it has to come from inside. From man himself.
And on that note, we come to the end of It Conquered the World. It didn't really conquer the world, though. It just conquered, like, a town. You like that movie? It's so funny, like, it conquered the world through little birdies. Alrighty then. That was It Conquered the World. Oofa. Let's bring that thing back up. Oops, that didn't work. Hold on one second. Sorry. There we go. it indeed did conquer the world. I will say that it isn't the worst of the movie. It's actually kind of goofier than I remembered it. As far as like, mad scientists helping a pickle destroy the world, it could have been worse.